Are AGV helmets actually premium, or are you just paying for the logo? Because once you start looking at models like the K6S, K7 and especially the Pista GP-RR, you're easily spending serious money. So the real question is, are you getting real performance or are you just paying for branding? Today we're breaking it down using real road tests, and by the end you'll know exactly which AGV helmets are worth it and which ones aren't. Are AGV helmets actually premium, or are you just paying for the name because AGV has one of the strongest racing images in the world? MotoGP, carbon shells, aggressive designs, it all looks top tier. But once you start looking at the prices, especially on helmets like the Pista GP-RR, you really have to ask yourself, is this real performance or just branding? So instead of repeating marketing claims, we're going to break this down using real road tests and real use cases. And more importantly, we'll show you which AGV helmets actually make sense and which ones don't for most riders. Now the first thing you need to understand about AGV is what they stand for. AGV is a performance-first brand. Everything they do is built around safety, aerodynamics and weight reduction. That's where concepts like their extreme safety philosophy come in, smaller visor mechanisms, more shell coverage, multi-density EPS shells, all focused on protection. And to be fair, that part is not just marketing. You see it reflected across multiple helmets. But here's where it gets interesting. That performance focus doesn't always translate into real-world usability for every rider. Take the K6S for example. This is probably the clearest case where AGV actually delivers strong value. It's extremely lightweight, around 1298 grams in size M, which you really feel on longer rides. It's comfortable, stable, and in our test it came in at around 98 decibels at 130 km per hour, which is quiet for a sporty full-face helmet. So if you're a sporty road rider who wants something light, comfortable and premium without going extreme, this is exactly where AGV makes a lot of sense. But then you move to something like the K7. Now this is where you start seeing trade-offs. It's more practical, you get an integrated sun visor, still good comfort, still ECE 2206, but it's slightly heavier and a bit noisier at around 100 decibels. So the K7 is not about being the best at everything. It's about balance. If you want a sporty helmet with more daily usability, this is a logical choice, but it's not a standout performer in the lineup. And that's a pattern you start to see with AGV. When they stay close to real-world riding, they're strong. But when they go more extreme, the value becomes more specific. A good example of that is the Tour Modular. This is AGV proving they can actually do touring, not just racing. You get modular functionality, solid materials, and in our testing it stayed around 99 decibels with stable ventilation performance. So if you're doing long distance rides and want that mix of comfort, practicality and premium feel, this is one of the most complete helmets you'll find on the market. But then we get to the helmet that really defines the brand, the Pista GP-RR. This is where a lot of riders get it wrong. Because yes, this is an incredible helmet. Full carbon shell, FIM2 homologation, extreme aerodynamics and great ventilation. It's basically as close as you can get to a MotoGP level helmet. But how is it in the real world? It's loud, around 103 decibels in our test, and that's completely normal. Because this helmet is not built for comfort. It's built for performance at high speeds. So if you're not riding on the track, you're paying for performance you will never fully use. And that's exactly where the overpriced discussion comes in. AGV is not overpriced across the board, but they are very easy to buy wrong. If you pick something like the K6S or the Tour Modular, you're getting real usable premium quality. If you go for something like the Pista GP-RR without needing it, you're paying for engineering that doesn't match your riding. So the real answer is simple. AGV is absolutely worth it if you match the helmet to your riding style. If you don't, it can feel overpriced very quickly. And that's a difference most riders miss. Now we're curious which AGV helmet would you actually choose, and more important, why? Let us know in the comments. If you want AGV helmets for yourself, be sure to check out championhelmets.com, where we offer the lowest price guaranteed and some very interesting discount bundles. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in your feed. Guys, buy smart and ride safe. Until next time.